29 degrees. I hope you don't mind. I just got my stream going, but it's a lot easier to have people ask me questions, so I appreciate that. No, I have not heard when they're going to move it yet. It's supposedly going to be a few days, as you can tell. They've got a lot of work. Now they got some caution tape around to keep people away, which only makes sense, you know, considering how big it is. Nobody watching yet. I just started it. YouTube, Turbine Guy.
What's your name?
Turbine Guy.
Turbine Guy.
Yep. Yeah, I live streamed everything, coming across, getting it on the trailer.
A lot of footage of it?
All of it.
Oh, cool. I'll look you up.
I've got, it's hours and hours. And hours and hours.
Pull you up right there.
There you go. Make sure you get the right one.
Yeah. Sounds like it could be a little...
It's actually at one point, when they were putting it on the trailer, I had over 2,000 people watching worldwide.
Really?
Yeah. Been a bit of a spectacle. I had no idea I was going to turn into this, and after the first day, I had so many people saying, well, you're going to go back and film, aren't you? I just kind of felt obligated.
My God. Let's see if this is what it looks like you.
That's me.
Look at that. You just got a sub.
Cool. Appreciate that. We're live right now. We got 3 watchers, 3 viewers. I'm going to be doing an update every day, just so that people can keep an eye on what's going on, and hopefully when this thing goes down the street in the middle of the night, I'll be able to follow.
What's the pontoon?
That used to be the dock. When the boat came in the first day,
Yeah.
they got the trailer backed in a little bit and got the front end on, strapped it all together, and just left it. Okay, so in order to get on and off the boat, they had to do something. So they used a pontoon boat. They backed that in and climbed on and off of that. They were going to use it as a dock,
Yeah.
but it started floating. It had to get so far in. So
Any idea how thick the ice was when they came in?
it was 6 inches inshore. There were chunks of ice over there that were easy enough to see. It was 6 or more. They'd come the day before with the pontoon and busted it up inshore so that they didn't have to go through the thick stuff. But 3 to 4 inches across.
You don't have a drone, do you? That'd be some great footage to get
I don't
on
have a
and
drone,
see
but there's a guy who did aerial footage
There was.
of this. So if you search it,
it. Yeah.
the Chris Craft, or 50 ton, I call it the 50-ton Chris Craft because that's what I was told originally.
Uh-huh.
And I've come to find out the guy who used to move it over at Tonka Bay said it was 90,000 plus pounds. So I was pretty close. Yeah, that's heavy.
Big.
Now they were, some people are kind of grouchy at him because he didn't help out deal with all this. Problem is his trailer's not roadworthy. It's got no lights, it's got no license, it's got no brakes.
Really?
Yeah, it was just for his marina. They'd hook it up to the tractor and they'd move a boat from here to there with it, right? So to use it and expect him to just isn't fair.
I heard it might be too tall to get under some power lines.
Yes.
Anything about that?
Well, if it is, that would be part of the permit process. You get to pay for the power company to come out here and unhook them
Crazy.
while you go through. Yep, it is all crazy.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Yes, nice meeting you too. And the spectators continue to come by. They have all kinds of questions. This is Turbine Guy back at you. This is day 6 update. I thought I'd come down and check today on Sunday. Anything has changed around here. You know, there are a couple of minor changes I can see. Nothing major at all. But this, as you heard, 50-ton Chris Craft, not really. A little bit under that, but it's enough to be worrisome. Came through the ice and chopped all the way across, and you can still kind of see the way that it went. That was one day. Second day was getting it on the trailer. Go back to the other side and get you a picture of that trailer. We were looking at it. Let me go back. Flip around. There we go. Onto this trailer, which is a converted house trailer. And then they got the front end on the first day. And the second day, they actually pulled the boat onto the trailer. And the third day, they pulled the boat and trailer out. And I've got all 3 live streams. If you haven't seen any of this, go back and check. And you can see everything that happened. 2 tow trucks in one day to pull it on the trailer. 1 tow truck the next day up over the curb with its things down, using the curb to pull the boat and actually to pull the truck and then the boat out. It wasn't the truck that did much of anything when this came out. It was the tow truck from Kelly's Towing. They came out and towed it, grabbed onto the 2 front rings with 2 separate winches, and boom, pulled that thing out. Now, a couple things going on from the first day. I just missed it. It's at 29 degrees. But now it's windy again. It means it's not so warm. Especially on the hands. I forgot my gloves in the Super Chevy. But they've got some caution tape up. They don't want you getting close to it anymore. Want everyone to stay away just so the thing doesn't fall over on anybody, be my guess. You can also see down under here, they've got some shoring up back here. They've got a couple of these braces they put in yesterday here just to hold and support this side. We'll see the other side the best we can given the stuff they have in the way. Biggest thing is the ice is most likely thick enough to go walking on by now. Maybe we can go down and get on the other side and see, I'm not sure. Yeah, they've also got a strap from the strut. See that yellow strap? All the way up to the trailer. It appears that they're doing that to make sure this baby don't slide backwards or off or move for any reason. You know, I can't imagine it would. I got a 27-foot Constellation myself, and when that thing's on the trailer, it don't want to move at all, no matter what. You float it again. So I think that's just for safety's sake. You know, they've got it strapped up here too, and they've got it strapped up front. I guess they just wanted to make sure they had a straight horizontal strap on it. Let's go look at the other side. More cones around the front end. See, they got the caution tape. See the trailer back there, but you can't see the standards very much. The interesting thing was, there we go, they've got some angled standards in their supports to go with the regular supports. And this side, they've got a bunch more of them. Oops, sorry, this side, they've got a bunch more. So I'm sure it was a much bigger concern over here. Back down. Of course, they got more caution tape wrapped around the truck and everything. Let's see if we can see. You can see the supports a little bit down this way. They supported that bunk quite a bit all the way along. I think they might be trying to custom mold it even more. Custom mold it even more. And then, like I said, they've got all these extra supports to go with the outriggers on there. But they haven't really started adjusting much yet. I think they must be working on the plan, would be my guess. My guess is they're working on the plan. You can tell it's windy today. Put my hand over that microphone. Then they got a strap. See, that one strap, I guess, comes to this side of the trailer. Well, they've got 3 straps. They've got one strap going from this prop over to here. They got one strap down under going to the back of the trailer, and then they've got another strap coming over farther up. So they must be worried about this thing shifting in the wind. They must have looked at it and figured it was tilting, shifting a little way compared to what they have for supports on it and how it should be held. So my guess is they figured that this is how they need to support it. Here's a pontoon we talked about that they were using as a dock. So now look at the ice quickly. You can hear the wind, I'm sure. It's frozen over pretty good now. If this wind gets up and it gets colder, that ice is going to build pretty fast. You see someone broke through it. It's at least an appreciable thickness. Yesterday when I came by, it was yesterday maybe, when it first froze over, it was just a clear, thin thing. And yesterday I couldn't walk on it. I broke through it just like that, so probably thick enough to walk on now. Anyways, they're supposed to have the engines winterized. They were doing that the other day. And not much else going on today. My guess is a lot of planning. let's go sit in the truck. It's a little warmer, and then we can answer any questions if anyone's got any. Then I'll talk about what I heard about potential special permits. Yeah, I figured it's hard to hear from me because of the wind, but I'll answer any questions you got when I sit down in the truck in just a second. Maybe I'll go over it again. So that right there is your, what do we call it? Bayside Marine Update for episode 6. Get your tripod out. Oh, baby. There we go. There we go. So not much going on today, just a warning. Tapes around. And then the straps on the one side of the boat from the propellers and the struts forward and this way. And I think they thought maybe the wind was going to blow that way, or the boat wasn't supported right underneath to hold it in its position. But the wind's coming kind of out of the south today, so a little different direction than we expected maybe. That's funny. Hour ago, people were here. Well, people have been coming by ever since I got here. Always takes me a few minutes to get the stuff dialed in. Now, from what I heard, there's a potential that he could get something called... Oh, there goes the sheriff. Man, they drag that thing all over the place. Wonder where they're going this time. A special use permit that you can get for large, short drive, one-time items like this. And typically they use it to move houses and things like that. So in the middle of the night with a special use permit, there's potential for him. I'm saying, from what I heard, there's potential through that special use permit for Paul to be able to get this from here to where it needs to go. But I'm no expert. I did a little time looking at the Minnesota requirements, road restrictions and requirements, and they were a little technical, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't really meet it, especially width and height wise. But with that special use permit, it's probably the opportunity they have to get this thing where they need to. The question is, how long is it going to be until they actually do something to that trailer? You know, because all they've done so far is support things and secure things and rope things off that I can see. Well, and they got the engines winterized, and hopefully the whole boat's winterized and ready by now, because though it says 28 degrees over there, sure feels a lot colder, and it's only going to get colder at night. Oh, here comes someone by. Doesn't take long till someone shows up. Ooh, cool. Thumbs up. Hey, guys, give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, please. Everyone helps. And don't forget to sub the channel if you haven't done so as well. The one guy I talked to, he subbed me right there because he didn't realize I had live streamed this whole thing from start till now. And so, boom, he subbed me right out in the parking lot. And, of course, he had a few questions. And that's what's fun about going out there talking to people is they ask me the questions, I answer them instead of just rambling on like I do for this. So, yeah, someone said there were a few trucks here earlier. That's probably when they put the straps on and got the caution tape around to keep people away from their equipment. It only makes sense. You don't want anyone to mess with it, first of all, but you don't want anyone to get hurt. I mean, what if a big gust of wind did come and tip it? It's really hard to strap a trailer that big down, or a boat that big down to the trailer. Is the hard part. The trailer's all under it. It's not sideways or whatever. Now, obviously, gravity's not his friend right there. The way that thing's angled. Gravity is not his friend. So I just figured I'd wait up here a little more and then go down look at it one more and give one more Bayside update today from what I found. Never know, I might find something else. And then that's what they've done for today, I guess. You know, you got to think with something like this that they really are going to have to start making some progress. But how, you know, I'm sure. Well, it is a weekend, right? Sunday. I bet they're working on plans, and tomorrow morning someone will be heading up to or downtown, some steel supply shop, Garlic or whatever, discount steel, and pick up some parts for this trailer, do some modifying, get ready, and get out here with a welder. I mean, they've got a bunch of work to do to get some of these things straightened out. From what I understand, too, walking around this parking lot and looking all over on this landing, I'm thinking of going and checking out a couple other landings in the area. But there's nothing that says you can't park a boat or vehicle overnight. So there's no regulations against it, and it's not posted that way. That's good for the owner, too. Paul, it's good for him that that's one issue he doesn't have to deal with. You know, there's no parking signs for the street. No, sheriff's coming back with the airboat. There's no parking signs for the street. No turn sign up there, certain things. But there's nothing for vehicles or boats. Interesting. We got a sign to clean drain, put in your boat. They're happy about that. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll do that. Try to leave my camera up here and I'll do the drive. I'll do a drive where I think this thing's going to go. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I got the battery power for it now, thanks to my buddies at 472 Lift, my other new friend who gave me another one. I got my Nano Juice wireless charger, which I plugged in today, and I made sure it was topped off. Thank you guys, 472 Lift. You're helping me out. I'll give you an update in a couple minutes. And then I'll go walking around the boat one more time and see the few things they've done. And then I've had a request to drive the route where the boat's going to be going, where I think the boat's going to be going. Everything is I think. I want to qualify all of this for people out there. Okay. This is all speculation and opinion formed by a bunch of different people I've talked to. And I try to let people understand that. Okay. I'm not Paul. I'm not dealing with this. When I have someone like Gabriel Jabor tell me the boat weighs over 90,000 pounds, the boat weighs over 90,000 pounds. Gabriel tells me his trailer was not street legal, it had no brakes, anything like that. You can understand why the trailer doesn't go off the lot, because it can't. Okay? And just because I do own a couple of Chris Crafts, I've got an old boat, Chris Craft bar in my basement. I chopped the rear end off and made a bar out of it. The guy was going to burn it. So I saved the rear end. But, well, let's just say I got a boat down in Florida, 1999 Sylvan deck boat we used to go out to the beaches. And then I was in the Navy on the Enterprise as a nuclear power machinist mate. Okay, I got an idea how boats work, especially with my mechanical engineering degree that's power propulsion oriented. But that doesn't mean I know everything. Okay? I don't know everything, and I know I don't. And I've said things are speculation. Like when I see holes in the side of the hull with no fittings, that seems a little odd to me. Holes that come out of the side of the hull typically have fittings. It's not just a pipe that's molded into the aluminum. So, how was I to know that? I don't know. I've never been on one of these big boats. Biggest one of these I've been on is mine and a 35-footer we looked at buying years ago when we bought our 27-foot Constellation, and that thing was way too big, but I didn't pay any attention to anything. So anyways, there's my update. Oh, we got someone driving by. Taking a look. There's my update on me. An update on me. All right, well, why don't we head out, look around again for a minute. We'll try to talk a little louder this time because it is windy. It's hard to hear. There we go. Go for a walk. Sure, you can hear the wind. We'll just start on this side since we are on this side. What has happened down here? Well, let's go take a look. You can see it better yesterday because they didn't have the caution tape up. Let's take a look at the supports and the angled supports they have in there. Hey, how's it going? You been watching the videos?
Yeah.
Cool. Another fan.
That's a big boat.
It sure is. Oh, it sure is. Hey, someone coming by to look. Knows who I am. He's been watching. That's fun. But anyways, this caution tape is all new. They've got it all the way around both sides now. Not only that, they got some straps. Yeah, looks like they're going to leave it there till spring. I don't think that's going to happen. This is a very busy landing, and it's actually a roadway. And this is kind of like Ice House or Ice Fish House Island or city out here. I mean, there are a ton of them that end up out here. The ice is thick. There's good fishing, I guess. You know, Minnetonka is a top 10 bass lake in the country and a lot of other great fishing. But this landing's got to be used for that, so this is going to have to go at some point. But you can see the straps they have over here. They've got one coming off the prop on this side to the landing holding on. And you can see on the strut on the other side, they've got one to the front part of the trailer and one to the back part of the trailer. So they're worried about the boat maybe slipping in the wind, tipping in the wind, or something like that. I'm not sure why, because that keel is right in that channel.
You got a picture with you?
Sure. As long as I can stream her picturing me.
It's the boat. Get the boat in there too.
We can go stand in front of it if you want.
That's pretty good. I think she can see it there.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, it was really entertaining. It's just kind of like a slow motion
Catastrophe.
something. Yeah, everybody's waiting for something. To
Yeah,
happen.
but it never fell apart. It never
You
happened.
know, how the hell are they gonna? That's gonna be a tight turn. Yet they can't go over the curb there.
No, I can't imagine so. I can't imagine so at all. It's not with the boat.
That's gonna be something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to be here.
When do you think they're going to go?
I have no idea at this point. That's why I'm coming every day and checking.
So the guy, he owns a Donnybrook.
Yep. Well, he's leasing it. He's leasing space at the Donnybrook.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do, I just had a request that when I'm done today, I drive it. I leave this camera on my dash, and I drive the route I think he's going to go.
Okay, we just went down to that
Transfer
turnaround
station?
thing there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough room probably to go slow.
Well, it's a boat trailer parking lot in the summer,
Yeah.
so it's big enough. Yeah. Everything's going to be slow, just like he did it.
Just like that.
It took 3 days.
You look at that. That's only like 30 feet maybe.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, how far he's made it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Well, one of the big accomplishments was just getting here through that ice.
I wonder if he's going to redo the whole thing inside just for fun.
If it gets there, what he told me, I think if you watch
I think I saw
the
that
day
one
after where I
yeah.
talked to him,
Yeah.
you know, he said he doesn't know. So, you know, I think let's just get this thing where it's supposed to go, and then I'll start deciding what to do.
Apparently he got the money to deal with it, so good for him.
Yeah?
You know, he's not worried about it. I'm not.
No. And he wants his trailer to work for a lot of the other big boats, too, which is kind of forward thinking, too, because...
So he financed this trailer?
Yes. Yeah, and that's his truck. That's his business.
Okay, U.S. Boat Recreation.
Yeah, so it's not like he's new to any of this stuff. And like he said, he loves the lake, and you can't question someone when they say they love the lake, you know.
I met this guy last night. I wonder if you know this guy. That's his boat.
No, I don't know him. I've seen the boat out,
Yeah,
though.
his name's Danny.
Here.
Danny Newell.
Let me show a picture of the boat to everybody.
This one?
Yeah. There we go.
Danny Newell's boat.
That's a nice looking one.
Danny's a great guy.
It's a nice boat.
Yeah.
That's got to be
Antique boat.
that's gonna be like 1919 or
Something like that,
1920.
yeah. Yeah.
Just looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was watching your video too, so he was
Cool.
Cool. He was in.
Yeah, some captain's thing picked it up,
Okay.
and then I guess it got worldwide pretty much, and
Yeah.
it's been fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
By the way, I really appreciate everybody on there. Got a ton of subscribers. Built my account some.
Yeah, good. I like your energy
Yeah,
stuff too.
yeah. We've
Well,
got
thank
a
you.
few of
Yeah.
yours.
Well, you ever interested in solar, whatever?
I'll let you know.
Just contact me.
I am kind of interested.
Now's kind of the time. I can do a quick proposal in about 10 minutes just to see if the money works out. If it doesn't, I do a real proposal.
I had a guy do that, but I might do something smaller. I live out west, out by Cokato.
Do you want to put it in yourself? I sell DIY systems.
Okay.
I just quoted a Generac with a battery bank system. It's 44 grand if I do it. It's going to be 33 if he does it.
Okay.
And then for that, I do all the paperwork for Excel Energy and the building permits, everything for you to submit.
Okay.
And then I follow all that through to make sure it all gets approved.
Okay.
So I set you
Well,
up.
I'll look at more of your stuff, and you're available. You're
Yep.
not hard to find.
No.
Okay.
You're correct about that.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys. Here you go, folks. Do a little sales call, huh? Why not? Standing out here in the cold, what else do we do in Minnesota? Just gonna run over what happened on this side again quick, and then we'll go to the other side. Don't forget, I'm going to do a tour with my truck of where I think it's gonna go in a few minutes, so stick around. Okay, they got the caution tape up, that's new. They got some straps. There's a propeller and the strut on the other side over here. And they've got supports you can't really see from here. Those were pretty much in yesterday for the most part. I don't think the ladder's moved up there. Might have, I don't know. But supposedly they winterized this yesterday. So again, that's Paul's company, U.S. Boat and Recreation. Give him a call, I guess, if you need a boat moved. Might take him a little while, though. Hardy har har. 31 degrees, it says now. 31 degrees. Over on this side, they've done a little extra shoring up. Again, they got the caution tape all in. A little extra shoring up going on over here. They got this bunk shored. They got some wood blocks in there too now. There and back there they've got some locks. Then you can see the strap coming across and hooking up here. Then there's another one hooking up to the shaft way under there, to the right, and one to the strut back there. It's a pretty big strut, I'll tell you that. So that's about it for what's been going on out here today. Let's head back to the truck and take our scenic tour. Let's go see where we think the route is going to be for this boat. Like that gentleman was saying I just met, I guess he wanted my picture. How's that for comedy, honey? Okay, the boat's going to come out, obviously, and they're going this way. They could choose to go this way, but look at the angle of this. Whew. It's got a lot more angle to that parking lot than this side does. So to me, this side seems to be the safer option by far. Here's one of the set of stoplights. Now, there's another one down there. But how he's going to get back and forth, we'll see as we get going. As you can see that flag, wind's blowing pretty good. Kind of out of the south today. It's going to be another beautiful sunset. Get back to the truck here and we can see the turbine guy's been out doing a little scrapping. Heading up to the yard tomorrow morning. Cash that stuff in so I can pay for my gas to sit here. Oh, there we go. We are now in the truck. I want to put this. Just give me a minute to figure out what the best situation is going to be for me. Here, let me push this down a little bit. There we go. Even a little more. Okay. I do have a dash cam. This is a lot better picture. Here we go. Let's do a battery check. Haven't done that in a bit. Still got 67%, so I do not need the batteries donated to me by 472 Lift and my new buddy right over here in the Mist Apartments. Okay, couple of quick questions I saw. Looks to me like they're going to leave it there to spring. Yeah. Said I don't think they can do that. That's a major artery out onto the ice. How are they getting away with this? Well, I talked about that a little bit ago. There's no signs in here posted. There's nothing and no regulation saying you can't park your boat and vehicle overnight here. Just nobody's ever really done it. So kind of treading new ground here, but there are no regulations to control it. The other question is, what the heck is that pontoon doing here? Well, the pontoon, they were going to use it as a dock, thinking that they could tie the front end of the boat up to it, but to get it in far enough, it was floating, so that didn't work. So what they ended up using it for is a dock to get on and off the boat, because you couldn't. When it first got here, it sat out in the lake with the front end strapped to the trailer the first night. They had to go back and forth, so they kind of use that as their transportation mechanism.
Mostly cloudy.
Oh, let's turn that off. We're going to get the truck fired up. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to drive the route that this thing is going to go. That's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to put this thing right over here out of my field of view. And looks like I'm going to tape it down. Just give me a minute. We'll take off and do the drive. Kind of doing this on the fly. Just don't want this to be in my way. Got to be able to see while I'm driving. I don't want to have to be having my hands on it. That's no good too. Oh, if I tape my little tripod, all three legs, and don't drive like a maniac, I should be fine. One more to go. There we go. I think we're good. Off we go. It's right under my dash cam, so I guess I got 2 dash cams now. No, they're just going up to a place called Donnybrook right up here. And we'll go up and get in their parking lot in just a minute. Okay. Another vehicle coming, then we'll get going. Oh yeah, there's a lot of work that's got to be done to that trailer right now. You can't have that boat shifting or anything. So you're going to come right up here. That's going to be the worst of that lot if they can figure out how to turn. And then this is where the transfer station is. Private property where these boats are. They're going to come into here. Whichever way they choose to do it. This is where they fuel up county vehicles. Back in that corner building, they store salt and sand for the road and stuff. I'm not sure. Yes, I have been going under power lines. And that's going to have to be part of the permit. Well, not in this lot. Coming in here, I did. The top one's a power line. They don't need to deal with that. The bottom one's cable and telephone. The very top one's cable and telephone. And then the middle one on that one is power too. That they might have to deal with. So now we've gone down the street and turned around. Next step, go back towards the landing. Here's a set of power lines. Another set of power lines, just like you said. Those people are going to be without power for a period of time, if that's the route they take. So now we get to this light. You can see the boats on the left there. Looks like Paul's around. We'll come back and look and see what he's doing in a minute. But they're going to have to squiggle to the left to miss this light. The question is, where do they get back onto this side for the next light? Because all of these center entrances are quite small. Even this one. I mean, if they think they're getting back over to this side from there, then they're going to have to go over a curb somewhere. I can't imagine that'd be good. Right here, we're just going to make it. We made it. Going to squiggle under there. You have to squiggle over to that side there. Now, if we're going up to Donnybrook, that's right here. U.S. Boat Recreation. Whoops. Well, we'll just look at it from the other side. We're going to Blue Lagoons parking lot. Come around and see it. Maybe we can get at it from here. So here he's got his U.S. Boat and Recreation out there. This is where the boat's going to come, and obviously it's not going to fit into any of these. So she'll be stored outside. head back. Over here, I see a set of lines here, another set of lines here, and then a set over the intersection. So these would be your lines over here. Well, let's head back to the landing. Oh yeah, well, so you can see it's not that far away. And we are back. More spectators. And we're back. So there you go, that's a little drive. That's where they're going to end up going. You know, we got someone doing their job and plowing around here. I guess I'm probably going to have to move in just a minute here. Which is fine, because I'm getting ready to sign off for today. As we saw, just quick recap. They put the warning tape around. They strapped the rear of the boat to this side of the lift. The rudders and props. They did some more supports, block supports on the other side, but that's about all we can see. Saw Paul here a few minutes ago, but he's left already, so he moved the cones closer to the truck, it looks like. There you go. That was a big activity of today. Anyways, that is your Bayside Marine update, and not only that, that is your Bayside Marine drive around where we think it's going to go. Someone's got a request for the sunset. I can go outside quick and show the sunset. Why not? Yeah, he's plowing over there. I'll get out of his way in a minute. There we go. Another beautiful sunset on Lake Minnetonka. There you have it, folks. That's the update. Not much going on the boat, but of course it's a Sunday. What the heck's going to go on a Sunday, right? So we aren't going to worry about not getting stuff done. We're going to worry about planning, is my guess. Like I said, they did a little shoring up. They're going to do some planning, maybe get some parts in the morning when place is open, and start putting the boat back together, or the trailer together the way it's supposed to be, so they can get that thing out of here. We did the drive today. You saw it was very short, but what we did see were power lines everywhere in the way. So who knows what's going to happen with those power lines, what's going to happen with the permitting. We did talk about the permitting too, and that there is such a thing, I believe, called a special use permit, which would qualify for this. Yeah, well, that's a big question. Someone's talking about the exit. We got angled lots at the exit and not a lot of room. So what's going to end up happening there? Talked to a couple people, and that was their big question at this point. More people coming by to look. There you have it, folks. You got your update. Much as I know for now. Nope, here comes the plow. Maybe that's why he moved the deals. Anyways, we'll see you next time, tomorrow, day 7, and see what's happened then. Turbine Guy, signing off.